Be ready to jump back into Biomutant. You did spell it right. Did you end up grabbing Atlana's butt in your sleep? No, I don't think so.
Welcome to Bio.
That's why I assumed the worm. That's actually good. Interesting. My own sub. Well, the thing, it really teased me because, you know, Fat Man and food. I love it.
Even the trees are tougher here.
You guys talking about food make me hungry all day long. But what was in the bag? Chili cheese dogs. Oh my God. That blue balled me even more. I wanted that chili cheese dog. So after we ended the stream, I went through and cleaned up my inventory of all the gear that I acquired, keeping some resist gear and some interesting pieces, like the duck helmet, of course, we're keeping. Cowboy hat for resist, radiation gear, arc helmet, things like that. I want a chili cheese dog. Me too. Yeah, and I upgraded what I could of this gear as well. So, yeah. We're down to being low on some scrap now. What's in the bag? I knew what was in the bag. I just couldn't eat what it was in the bag. It's more like the scene from 7 of the glutton who's just sitting there stuffing his face with spaghetti, but instead of spaghetti, it's chili cheese dogs. That would be me. Noko.
Nooks isn't an easy language, but at least it's manageable.
Is it though?
She says she is so happy to see you again. She wonders if you remember her. She's Noko. She let you ride her Majut when you were a kid.
I'm sorry, what?
Noko remembers
Let her ride her
you used to
what?
chase around with so much energy and is glad to see you haven't lost any of that spark. But that's all long gone now, though. Memories show us where we've been, not where we're going.
Non-stop chili cheese dogs. Chili cheese dogs. Oh. I would be 500 pounds if I had non-stop chili cheese dogs. My memories are a blur.
Is sure they'll come back on their own once you stop forcing them. Hopefully not to haunt you, though. You've suffered enough already. Noko remembers those days too, but she never lets herself wallow in them, no matter how tempting that can be. She sees you're back to buck with Lupa Lupin. Can't see how there's any way to...
No, we already
avoid
killed
that
Lupa
now.
Lupin.
Not for long, at least.
He did.
She says the horrors of your younger days were enough to ruin anyone, but not you. You've got all that cheer about you still.
No, I'm pretty damn dark.
Noko says history is like the trail you've been on. You can walk back down it any time you like until it's worn smooth, but you get to blaze your own trail from here. She wants Lupa Lupin to pay too, even though
he
she
did.
strongly believes forgiveness is the strongest revenge. Asks how many paths you've wandered in the world, and if you ever wonder about what might have changed if you'd taken different ones.
So many paths.
The choices can be overwhelming, but you have to choose, or you just stay where you are. And what kind of choice is that? Hates to think of what's going to happen to all the Gnotes when the world dies. Nothing left to care for.
Or nothing to care for them, because you'll be dead too.
Didn't care enough about the world to fight for it. Can't believe you joined up with the Jagni. They're constantly pecking around looking for things to swipe.
Glad to see you. The plan is to start weed whacking first thing when the sun comes up. Ooh. Just whacking it in the tool shed. You just got the mech done. Yeah, the mech is cool. I just wish there was some like move variety, like doing Wung Fu in the mech. Why is that, Shinobi? Is it making you crave it? Or is it, what's the word? Cheesy. They only take loose things.
If by loose you mean not nailed down, they keep trying to rustle her gnotes. But let's not speak of that now. She has an idea where the Majut might have gone, as there's no other place it likes as much as its own corner of the open wild. She's even named it the Majut Meadow. The Majut will recognize the scent you've attracted while being here, so it'll probably trust you enough to follow you. You should lead the Majut back here when you find it. It's going to take time to get it calm enough to be able to ride out to the World Eater.
Tell me about the World Eater.
She's sad.
It's a commercial showing all the stuff you can make with their cheese and pizza and nachos. So your solution there is to order a nacho pizza.
Need to stop it.
Find a Majut. We're gonna have to give up Mr. Moose Knuckle for a little while, it seems.
This mount has quite a bounce to it.
Drink. Yep. Our purple tiger striped moose that we named Moose Knuckle. No. I woke up not long ago. I need caffeine. What are you talking about? It doesn't say hydrate, it just says drink.
Watch out for the Majut.
Good. Googa Mooga.
Zap. Goodbye.
Wish you could name them in game. That's just calling down an orbital strike. Look at this square-jawed motherfucker. He's no Moose Knuckle.
You have a good eye for that stuff.
There is water in there, amongst other things. Let's see. Carbonated water, so there you go. High fructose corn syrup, caramel color, phosphoric acid, natural flavors. Don't forget squeezing those beaver anus glands. There you go. That's how they get vanilla flavoring.
Light is the best. Period.
Caffeine, hell yes. All right, he's following us. Exactly. That is the most important part. Maybe I'll get back into drinking coffee in the morning. Maybe. A flat. Jesus.
Blasting everything to bits.
Yeah, Mocha Cafe is what I would get every day at work at my last job. We had a very, very nice, what was it? Boston coffee bean machine that would make really good coffee. All you had to do is press the button and it'd make your coffee as you wanted it.
The end is coming to the world and everything else.
I have to figure out how to make something I would like that is convenient enough for me to do it consistently, you know?
Now that the Majut is back in the
Yes, that
pen,
is actually a thing, Amelior.
but Noko is still concerned.
Vanilla flavoring comes from the squeezing of beaver anus glands.
Fortunately, she knows just the thing it needs to calm down.
I mean, theoretically, you keep it alive, that way it can produce more.
I ate a bonbon gummy by mistake, and that the chewing really calmed it down.
What I want to know is,
She says that you should
who is the
find
guy that
some
discovered that?
bonbon gummies
Who is the guy that was out there eating beaver ass and said,
That's
you know what, this
where
tastes
she
like
found
vanilla?
some last time.
Mm-hmm.
It was the mere sound of the hoof puff that started it. She's never seen it so upset. It just ran away before.
Yeah, anytime you see natural flavoring, it doesn't mean that the flavor you're getting is the actual flavor of what you're eating. It's just they have a natural ingredient that they can say it's from the earth. It's not a chemical. That's all that means. So,
Wonders why you're
the more you
wandering
know.
around in the day when all your enemies can find you.
Who's eating beaver ass? The guy who discovered that the expressed anal glands of a beaver taste like vanilla. Because that's where you get vanilla flavoring from. Let's see. Hold up. At least I think it's vanilla. Yeah. This is from nationalgeographic.com. Beaver butt emits goo used for vanilla flavoring. And the FDA regards castoreum as natural flavoring. Just in time for holiday cookie season, we've discovered that the vanilla flavoring in your baked goods and candy could come from the anal excretions of beavers. Let's see. I'll lift up the animal's tail, said Joanne Crawford, a wildlife ecologist at Southern Illinois University. And I'm like, get down there and stick your nose near its bum. People think I'm nuts. I tell them, oh, but it's beavers. It smells really good. Yeah. Yeah. So be a little wary anytime you see natural flavoring. Save a cow, milk a beaver.
Just hold on tight.
What's up, Boz?
You're not dead yet. Full-on keeper.
Are you stuck there, bud? Nope, he's not stuck. Born in Borderlands. Yeah, there's some other weird ones. Hold on. Let's see. Weird natural flavorings. Yep. Bugs are another popular one. People are willing to eat all kinds of weird stuff, but often eating all kinds of weird stuff when we're thinking about eating something totally normal, like gum or jello. But hey, if it tastes delicious, what's the harm in a little secretion from a pig's anus? There's 10 very weird things manufacturers put in very normal seeming food, now past the anus candy. Beaver butt juice for sodas. Artificial raspberry flavoring. What's even weirder is that the discovery was a result of somebody venturing to taste a beaver's anal gland secretions. Crushed beetles, tons of red food. Yeah, it's crushed beetles is used in like red dyes. Yeah, red food coloring is flakes mashed up beetles. Not the kind of mashed up beetles Danger Mouse did when combined the White Album with Jay-Z's Black Album. We're still willing to bet that Ringo loves some red velvet cake. Dog vagina pheromones in beer and wine. Methylparaben is what that one is called. Sheep juice in gumballs, often referred to as gum base. It's actually a substance known as lanolin, which is an oil found in sheep's wool. Shellac in jelly beans. More bug secretions. Hair in bread. Mass-produced bread products are baked with hair, more specifically through an amino acid called L-cysteine, which is most commonly extracted from hair. It can also be found in feathers. Chicken nuggets has a silicone product. It's pure magic, showing up in everything from silly putty to Pamela Anderson's boobs. It also shows up in chicken nuggets. It acts as a bonding agent for the chicken parts. You know, that lovely slurry. Sand is in chili. You ever eat a cake made of sand? Hell no, you'd say. That's because sand is anti-caking agent. It's also used in mass-produced chili. Kind of like the stuff sold by a certain fast food chain with a red-headed mascot who looks like she's never set food on a bench in her life. Bones has Jello because, you know, gelatin. And ooh, you might want to avoid non-vegan sugar. Interesting. You just ate Wendy's chilies today. Well, you also had some sand, apparently. Beef fat has Twinkies. Beef fat. So, yeah. That's what we're putting in our bodies, folks. I'll still do it. Yeah, the milk beaver anus is an extreme one.
Looks like some solid wood scrap there.
You are not wrong. I mean, you never know. They might enjoy it. Shinobi. They might,
Gooing of the water in the ground.
they might enjoy the process of them getting those excretions.
Offers you extraordinary prices for...
I have a lot of modules I could probably sell.
Sold it.
Especially since I never use the modules. I think I'll save the cryogenic one because I have radioactive and biohazard weapons. So many med packs.
That went well.
Hazelnut, I'm pretty sure actually is a weird one. Or it can be a weird one. Let's see. Let's do a control F on Nothing on hazelnut there. So hazelnut might actually be safe. I thought I remembered hearing something about hazelnut having a weird one like that. What if they give the beavers a reach around? Probably not. It's probably just all clinical. Our welcome to Canada is present your beaver. Present you with a beaver's ass. Yeah. What about vanilla flavored maple syrup? Normally, if it's something weird like that, the Googles tends to let you know. It's just that the real stuff is more expensive, so this is a cost-cutting measure
This
for
might
people
be the end of
and
everything as we know it.
companies.
A balancing act. Now you move.
How are you liking the game? I'm loving the game. It is a weird
Cranks like these usually need
exploration
to be
RPG.
to operate the dispenser.
And I'm really digging.
What you see is what you get.
Cinema's just ground toenail and peppers. See, now we're gonna go down this rabbit hole all day of looking stuff up. I know I spelled that wrong. Fake cinnamon. That's something about edibles. Yeah, I'm not reading that entire article. Getting in a couple days. If you like weird, like exploration games with tons of side content and set in a very weird world, I think you'll enjoy it. It's one of those like charmingly weird games. You know, unlike Beaver Anus. It's probably showing that. Life isn't the same anymore. You'll never look at a product label the same again. All right. Miscellaneous. Let me go open a window because it's getting a little warm in here.
Night
Give me a
gives
second.
you relief from the day.
Oh, that beaver ass got dressed hot and bothered. Yes. It's so tasty. You can't handle the beaver. True. It's just too much for me. You can only handle so much. It's so hot and bothered. Yes. No, it really is starting to get pretty warm in here. That's going to be one of the challenges of doing this during the day. It's typically warmer. And I do not respond well to warmth. Unless it's a warm chili cheese dog. Away, Moose Knuckle. Consider it payback, Shinobi, for all the times you made me think of Taco Bell in the middle of the fucking night.
With its attention,
I might have to get some as well. I mean, I'll have to look into getting some chili cheese dogs for lunch. Gotta find some place near here that has them.
She's relieved the Majut has calmed down, but you'll need a heavier sit-tight to ride it than the one she's got. The only
heavier
sit-tight
sit-tight
she can think of that would be heavy enough is one she's spotted mounted on an old world Mecha-Majut.
Mecha-Majut.
If she remembers correctly, she spotted it at the Smilo shop.
Hey, Alpha.
Seems
How you doing?
to her they preferred the Mecha-Majuts over the living counterparts in the old world. Maybe the Gnotes were near extinct.
Interesting. Okay. Who dares attack me?
Right between the eyes.
Killing hamsters with a hamster bow.
Lightning up. Everything's at stake.
Jesus. Where's Knuckle? Where'd you go? He ran away. Scaredy note. What's over here? And have I been there? Well, there's enemies, so no, I haven't.
That's interesting. An old home that's still standing. Blitz! Dead on. What a bonus. The cranks need to be unturned in the right order.
Yeah. Frizzle. Every other shot will reload a bullet. So you use half the amount of bullets.
Lucky. Stay away from that biohazard. You'll want to wash yourself off for a month. Hey, there's some rubber scrap over there, just right for the taking.
You ever notice sometimes, like when you jump or whatnot, you get a little kid style. So it kind of implies to me that we're still a kid in this game and we're doing all this shit.
Let's see.
What, Shinobi?
No matter how high the mountains get, the sky is always higher.
Damn, you're a violent ass kid. I mean, it's true in the game and in real life. I was a violent kid. Sounds a great game for your assassin wannabe daughter, correct? Oh god. This is like the advanced training she's gonna get. When she steps up from the Among Us, that's what it was. Almost said Assassin's Creed. But we tried a leap of faith, it didn't work. She's gonna pile drive your ass. Yeah, one day. I always said she'll be the death of me. It's kind of like we're wearing a Captain America shield on our head.
The Smilo Shopperia. Guess shopping here put a smile on your face. Foe. Youch!
Let me turn off the fucking TVs because that gets annoying.
Squint into the oncoming light. Need a key.
Need a key. My key is my gun.
Gross. This place stinks.
I mean, I've obviously been here because that TV was on. But I didn't find or loot any of this? Seems unlikely.
You need to line up the switches so they match. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework.
Make sure we're not missing anything. Now, you need to loosen the bolts without rattling the mechanism. All right, we have a Mechno mount.
Time to stop horsing around and get the sit tight back to knockout.
No, we just
There are tough times ahead, no matter where you go.
I dig it.
Upshot.
Son of a
Watch it.
bitch. Rude. All I was doing was trying to kill you, okay?
Is right here.
Overreact
Seems
much?
like it's in working order too. Sure useful.
Let's see, where are we at on? We're at 91. %. Any walls to break down?
History is nothing but a series of stories.
Going down. Well, that sounds great.
A challenge.
Only usable outdoors. Interesting.
Crack-a-doodle. Your key energy isn't up. That'll teach him a lesson.
Mess with the best, you die like the rest. That's your lesson. Yes, my daughter did teach me that. She mumbles that in her sleep. I don't know what that means. Yeah. Had a beard hair stuck on. Get in my mouth. Yeah. Or maybe it was that beaver anus. I don't know.
Ready to roll? The day is calling.
Sprung coil. Oof. Creepy mask. Does it taste like vanilla? No, so it must have been a beard hair. Where am I? Okay, we finished this area. You will never drink a vanilla Coke now without thinking of me. I think I might be going the wrong way. Maybe? Where's the quest marker? What?
Seems like your mount likes you well
Oh,
enough.
side quest.
Cries about how the lotus... They
Alright, so...
wonders if you might...
Gotta kill a captain. Easy enough. Is it just me? Is this mount faster than the others? I think I'm going the right way. It's only 1 horsepower. Yeah, but it's a mechanical horsepower, so it could be artificially increased, right? Jesus Christ, dude. Take a chill pill.
It's time to do what's right, for certain values of right. Yes, some e-waste for you.
All right. We obviously were going the wrong way. The noble steed with
Now
the
that
square
the Major's
jaw.
got a mouthful of bon-bon gummy and the brand new sit-tight is in place, the Majut is ready to ride. Noko's been training another fantabulous little critter that'll hopefully become a distraction for the hoof puff when you confront it. She's called them glitter moths, and the best way to find them is to go talk to Mito. She's asked him to keep them somewhere safe.
Okay.
You'll find Mito at Bright Light. He's a light-headed fellow, but hopefully he'll...
Tell me about the hoof puff.
She's noticed the front teeth seem to be a little loose, so you might be able to pull them out with the pull hook.
Okay. Actually, I think I saw someone do this fight, so... Seriously? It definitely seems faster.
You're in charge of that mount. Act like it. Someone could probably make good use of that plastic scrap over there.
When did you get your Tobo horse? I don't know what a Tobo horse is, but like 20 minutes ago. What's up, Blight? You missed all the fun conversation about beaver anus. Mito. Tunberry. Let's get the waypoint first.
Let's see.
Tell me that is not a Tunberry from Final Fantasy.
With the world getting darker by the day, there's not much time left to save it. And even though you've just met, he feels you're bound to play a huge part in that.
You don't like the dark?
Says there's so much darkness to deal with. Rather than curse it, he makes lamps to fight it. You found your way through the darkness. You shine like the sun in the sky, but will you use that power to warm the world or burn it? Begs you to center yourself in the light. It can show you the way out of the darkness. No matter where your path takes you, though, it's important to remember where you came from. The past bright lights the present. Wonders if you know how much of an effect you've had upon the world. Your presence changes things like light changes darkness. Did you realize that when choosing where to shine?
I don't mind the dark.
Figures that doesn't matter. You can't help but shine either way.
It's a shift more towards the normal stream time,
to
but
light the way in the world rather than burn it down. Stunned that you decided
Tomorrow
the world
will
wasn't
likely
worth
be
saving.
even
What
more
was it that
close to
burned
this
you?
normal stream time, but
Thinks it's funny you worked with the Jagni. They tried to rob him once, but he scorched away any that got too close.
they tried to rob him once, but he scorched them away when they got too close. You burnt them?
Says if they didn't want to get seared, they shouldn't have been so close.
Fair
Says
argument.
He can see by the twinkle in your eyes that you're not here to talk about your allies. He assumes you are here to be enlightened. He can't blame you, as everything just feels dark and hopeless these days. There's something about you, like you're knit together. Your fate's connected. What you've said, he feels too. So, why not call him Me Too? He senses you're like the dayfly, living every day like it's your last, afraid that when night comes, it might be proved right.
How are we connected?
Claims you both walk in different types of darkness, but you guide yourself by the same light. Mito says he's not only into those who shine bright, he likes things that glitter too.
Ooh, shiny.
He reckons you haven't seen a glitter moth, and says it's about time you did. Even though they're nesting near gone grass, they never run out of glow. Finding yourself a glitter moth would give you that glimmer of hope you need to continue all the way to the end.
You could do it yourself?
Figures you should do it if you want to become as enlightened as him.
Ah, the words of the lazy. Getting close to leveling again. Whoops. What did I do? There we go. It's kind of throwing me off my game there. Can I get a picture of that? Let's see. Just ordered my Starbucks. Made sure to put in the notes. Please do not use beaver anus milked vanilla,
Don't
if
flinch
possible.
away from this.
Thanks.
It's your moment.
Did you really do that?
You need to focus.
You're probably going to confuse so many people who don't know that their vanilla probably has beaver anus extract in it.
You're feeling mighty low. Charge on. That's It's not too bad. Don't know what that e-waste was.
Looks like a bunker we didn't need a key for. Screw wisp. Okay then.
Keep hold of that.
Oh. Place for the
Your
Gronk.
destiny waits on the path you'll take to avoid
Or
it.
Clonk Fist, rather.
Blisterboo, known for its perfect temperature and atmosphere.
Perfect.
There they are. You fixed those flame flies fast. You should be able to use that. There they are. Now, you fixed those flame flies fast. There they are. You fixed those flame flies fast.
I mean, what am I going to use them for? And why is this a big arena like place here, but nothing else? Oop. A relic flat axe part. Damn, son. One-handed slash. Good God.
Up for grabs. This is all about you. Whether you succeed or fail, it's on you.
Oh, I was so hopeful, Boz. Hoping that you actually did that. I just imagine some overworked Starbucks employee going to their manager and like, do we actually have beaver anus milk vanilla? What is this? My Uber driver, Jesus, would be stumped. Didn't want to have his day confused with Starbucks employee who just came to work and opened the store. Fair, fair. That's the considerate thing to do. If you're going to do that, do it during a slow point in the day, right?
That place there's a real fixer-upper, not an entirely lost cause. Bet you could make something shiny out of that metal.
Why has it got to be shiny? Why can't it be a matte finish?
You need to swivel the globus's bearings. Fate is
Yep, that's how you spell
but it
Jesus.
won't always make you
It's the Spanish pronunciation of Jesus.
Ooh-wee, that's biohazard.
I'd say it's more of a S than a Z, though. Instead of Jesus, it's Jesus. Well, even this mechanical horse is a derp. All right, I assume this is the Glitter Moth Grotto.
Up ahead far worse than this. Sparked.
Get wrecked, nerd.
Glittermoth Cave is right here. The scrap keeps piling up.
Hmm.
Better shake a leg.
Although,
Yours, theirs.
just fast travel. Why is he playing this game if it got bad reviews? Because I don't pay attention to other people's reviews. And because I want to play the game.
That's enough glitter moths to make her plan work. She wants you to stop worrying about them.
I suggest you not pay attention to review sites. I'm liking it.
The hoof puff is evidence of the duality
Dare say loving
of
it.
evolution. Utterly beautiful and grotesque at the same time.
I love exploration
She means
games,
that
so.
the hoof puff has had more time to eat at the root, as it's been isolated in the Knoopstonies mountains. So, based on that alone, she reckons it has suffered as much damage as the northwest root that's hidden beneath the surf.
To each their own. I really don't care what other people's opinion on a game are. My own opinion is the only one that matters. Duality of
Everything in
evolution.
nature is dual, and so is evolution, as it struggles to find balance in creation. She wonders
It
what
is.
could be
It
more
is indeed my
beautiful
$60.
than imperfection.
I was interested in this game when I saw it at PAX East last year, I think it was.
It's starting to rain.
Richie, let me ask you this. In your opinion, in the current landscape of gaming, what's the best game to play right now? If you're a completionist and you like exploring everything, you could easily get 50 to 60 hours. I am at 41.8 so far. Red Dead. That's one that I still have to play. I plan to one day. What's up, Nathan? Coming in with the COD. And then there's New Game Plus on top of it. The first playthrough, which I'm going to see if that's something I will want to explore. I'm going to try it out and see if it's worth my time, but we'll see. Breath of the Wild. Ironically that you say that, because this is basically Breath of the Wild. Just in a different setting. A lot of the complaints people have with this game have the same problem in Breath of the Wild. Although I will say the puzzles in Breath of the Wild are better.
There's
a lot better.
A wreck over there. So much wasted.
Whoops.
You're in pain.
Yes, I am.
Blistering. Crackers up.
Red Dead story is great. See, I never played the original,
Day is getting on.
but I don't think you really need to for Red Dead 2. I don't know. That's kind of what I'm wanting to see with the new game plus.
Well, what do you know?
I don't know what all it affects.
Bang
Hamster ball of death.
Oh,
The original is actually the sequel to Red Dead 2. Okay. See, but to play the original Red Dead, you have to have like what, a PlayStation 3? Yeah, I had no plan on ever doing the online. All right, we leveled up. That's right. More intellect.
eyes are opened.
Red Dead Redemption, not RDO. Gotcha. Oh, they're so cute. Let's zap them.
Short circuited.
Hamster ball of death. There he goes. Little floof ball.
Be careful where you grab that mount.
So, probably should do some of these side quests on our way. As we backtrack. What's up here? See, I kind of liken the side quests here to like Skyrim, where there's so much you can easily get sidetracked from the main mission.
All fired up.
Oof. Oof.
Down to half your health. Hot metal. Boom.
I wonder if he'll get picked up. Yes, he will. Hey there, bud.
Ooh, there's some rubber scrap for you. We are lonesome animals that spend all our life trying to be less lonesome.
There's nothing wrong with feeling emotional about a video game, especially the ending. Nothing wrong with downright bawling over something. See, I loved Assassin's Creed 1 and 2. I have 3, I have 4, and I have some, like, various ones as well. Never played anything past like the first couple hours of 3. Like, I've tried several times to go through Assassin's Creed 3, and it's just
the pong paddles for a proper
such a
match.
slog.
That's a match. Now you can ping all the dishes you like. Spin that paddle to turn the ping dish properly. No pings there, only pongs. Pingety ping ping, you found a transmessage.
See, I'm interested in Elix, because isn't it made by the same people that made Control? Right?
The world needs
I've heard it's very
Make
weird
the most
as
of
well.
the day.
I'm kind of down for weird games. Mass Effect, Gears 3. See, my favorite game that I played last year was Outer Wilds. And the ending of that just got me emotional. It wasn't anything sad or heartbreaking that happened. It was the journey of everything that happened in that game. And the way it ended. It just tugged on some heartstrings. I actually teared up a bit. Yeah, Outer Wilds was amazing for me. And for the most part, I'm the same way, Cody. Don't get me wrong, I do appreciate a very pretty game, but it does have to have some gameplay that's fun to me for me to spend any lasting amount of time. I have to find something to latch on to it. Oh, I'm not spoiling. I'm very big on not spoiling things. Especially something that I'm not playing actively. It's one thing to talk about the game I'm playing, because if you're watching, chances are you've been watching for a little bit, and yeah. But if it's something that I have already played and I'm on to something else, I typically won't
Breathe in that day shine.
give details like that.
See that monolith over there? Means Nono are nearby. You got it dialed in. See where that light leads? Hey, there's some e-waste.
See, GTA 5 lost my interest with like the campaign mode. Never finished the campaign.
Now that's loot.
Max Payne I played a long time ago. Like, so long ago I don't remember anything. I've been told I would like Uncharted. Yeah, Risen and Gothic. I enjoyed Risen and Gothic. Risen I really enjoyed. A lot of people I've seen have compared this game to a Risen or Gothic game. See, I don't get unnerved by horrible behavior. I think it was just the headspace I was in at the time of playing it, because I played it when it first came out. I just wasn't in the right headspace to enjoy it, so maybe I should finally give GTA 5 another chance. You know, what, 6 years later? 7 years later? Oh yeah, I did a full playthrough of Outward and I absolutely loved it. Did it earlier this year in January, I think. Around the time the what was it? The Two Brothers DLC came out.
Look out for Nono. Just follow that beam over to the
Really enjoyed Outward.
Can't miss it. Oh, check out the scribble stone there. Wonder what's behind it.
So unforgiving, yep.
Shocking.
Those lich fights, those, Jesus Christ.
Bolted. Great shot.
Uncharted 2 is probably the best game I've played so far. So cinematic gameplay was fantastic, story and everything. Not played the latest God of War. I ironically, I don't have a PlayStation, but I have God of War for PS4. It's the only game I have for PlayStation that I really want to play. Really wish it wasn't exclusive.
Nothing's more important right now.
And Cody, thank you for the follow. All right, so based on your answers, we enjoy the same style of game, RPG. So overall opinion on Biomutant. If your main drive and focus is story, while silly, because they use the weird terminology and everything, it's a weird world. It's an interesting story, though shallow and underneath. Good, bad, world's coming to an end. Typical trope. But it's entertaining, and it's presented in a silly way. But if you're big on exploration and doing all the side content and just immersing yourself in a world, I think this will be your jam. Like I said, it's a very weird world, which I also dig. The combat feels okay. It's nothing spectacular, nothing to write home about. It's just okay. But that being said, when you start landing the different combos and you start getting those going off without a hitch, it becomes a lot more fun that way. The puzzle system is severely lackluster. They're very simplistic. Like to the point where they're designed for a child. Other than that, my only other real complaint is the game's too easy, which they're planning to add more difficulty to later on. They said recently they're working on harder difficulty as well as a hardcore mode. So. Oh, there you are. Token grip. Part of the reason I'm hoping New Game Plus is pretty generous with what it allows you to do, because I want to keep the same character but try different builds within the same character. I don't want to have to start over from the beginning to get different results.
Listen to the creatures of the night.
Love a good main story, but exploring and just questing around is what you'll love Biomutant then. If that is what you love, Biomutant is right up your alley. In my opinion, first and foremost, this game is an exploration game in a big open world. Yeah, that's a good point, Emilior. Like Savantra says, I do like how the devs are trying to improve the game still. Emilior says, like Outriders. That's going to be a big difference between studios, I hope. Outriders has been plagued by bad developer patches. I'm hoping this game doesn't suffer the same. Yeah. You'd really like Elix, especially if you liked Risen and Gothic. Pretty unforgiving for the first 10 to 15 hours, and then you get decent grasp. Not great reviews, but I put 500 hours into it and don't regret a second of it. Damn, man. 500 hours. Okay. Outriders has not been improved. They're still patching bugs. Yeah. Yeah. Biomutant seems a lot more polished. They're adding actual features. Yeah. They're not on the back pedal trying to fix what they've fucked up. And they can actually focus on improving and polishing even more. And
breathe a little lighter now that day's returning.
Add different game modes. Like I already have Elix, I just haven't touched it yet. Like I have such a huge like catalog of games that I need to play. Like I'm struggling to decide. Actually, what I'm playing after Biomutant, that's already been decided. That was decided before I even started playing Biomutant. But after Solasta, I don't know what we'll be playing after that. Melior, check. See if you're on, like on your, what do they even call it on Steam? Or Steam, Twitch. Quality settings, I think that's what they call it. Check and see if you're on auto. I've heard people changing it from auto to a actual resolution. Yeah, the option should still be there on mobile. Have you played Warzone? I think I have played one or two games of Warzone with a buddy of mine. He's a big BR fan, And yeah, I'm not a fan of BRs in general. Next game is a CRPG. Yes, so I lost the Crown of the Magister. Could Elix could be a stream game? It could be, yes, and most likely will be. 90% of the games that I play are stream games. Like I have one or two games that I'll play off stream just as a chill and relaxing time.
Cut that one in half. Static.
Where I don't have to focus on anything other than either killing something or building something. Like Bejeweled? No. Like Satisfactory is one of the games that I've been playing a lot recently off stream. Let's see.
Attention, we shall be
Satisfactory.
informed. Shall I dispatch the welcoming drones?
Zagods. I'm sure I butchered that. Thank you for the follow. Yes, Lost is next. End Zone, A World Apart I've been playing. That's kind of like a almost Age of Empire kind of style game. I think we're to the point where we can uninstall Control, though. Destiny 2 is installed, but I don't play it. I've been tempted to try again with Destiny. Maybe those of you who are in chat and are familiar with Destiny can verbally guide me through that game, because every time I've tried to play it, I've lost interest almost immediately. Saw a streamer lose first place because of a cheating sniper. Yep. Yep. And that's another big turnoff for me with Warzone. It's just so many cheaters. Have you seen the game? That looks pretty stunning, and people say it's challenging like city building, aka Sim City, but more advanced. Frostpunk. Yeah, I've actually streamed it. It is not in my favorites, but yeah, there it is. Frostpunk. I put 32 hours into that. Yeah, I like it. I actually have leveled characters, Amelia. I've played enough back in, what, I don't know, years ago. Like, I have leveled characters. It's just, I lose interest enough to where I don't get deep into it, you know? Kind of like how I did with Outriders, where I'm doing anything and everything in that game. Destiny 2 never got its hooks in me. Well, yeah, not leveled anymore, but you know what I mean.
The light of day shows how bad the world has become.
Like, what, I don't know what they call it, but your power level or whatever it's called in Destiny. I think they're like 1100 or something like that. Like when I installed it again, I logged in just to see where the characters were, but I have no comparison to what is the current power level that's normal. Sorry, I'm getting off on tangents and I keep forgetting what I'm supposed to be doing in the game. You've only liked the Forsaken DLC. And that's one of the things that kind of put me off of Destiny. It's just like, there's such a monetary investment required for that game. Like, I don't know if it's still that way, but it's just $60, $60, $60. It's just, faceplant. Oh yeah, this game does reward you for exploring, because sometimes at the end of like a cave system, you'll have a really powerful weapon mod or a piece of armor or things of that nature. Let's see, this looks like somewhere I haven't been, so let's explore. I have been here. Yeah, this is the signal. All right. Spiral Groovers.
All the mud washes off eventually.
Yeah, basically it's like an MMO. Which, for a variety streamer, that kinda hurts because you have to invest so much time. That's why I typically focus on single player games like this, because you don't get sucked into like the MMO aspect of gaming. Depends on what you're looking for, Dizzy. Depends on what you consider good or trash.
Found a fixer-upper. Wonder what's left of it.
It's going to be different for everyone. For me, it's great. Oh. Where you at? There you are. Bzz.
Bullets everywhere. Hey, nice shot.
The combat definitely takes some getting used to, but once you're able to get the flow of it and start chaining combos like that, it becomes a lot more fun, in my opinion. Yeah, I do like 50 to 100 hours or so in games and you move on. Typically, yeah. Like, I used to play MMOs, and sometimes I want to scratch that itch. But it's all that time of like, oh, I got to catch up because I haven't played this in years, and it's just such a time investment just to get to the point where you're where everyone else is. Legendary stock.
Better than nothing.
I'm not using rifles, so it's kind of pointless for me, but still. All right, find a gramophone. Oh, we need to go do that with the Majut. Wow, it's all the way up there. Okay. And you typically can zoom in and see if you've found everything, which we have, but we haven't found the old world gadget. We have to have the gramophone plate, disc, record for to finish that out. Restarting Elix. See, a buddy of mine, he recently played Elix, and he said it was such a slog. Like it was rough for him. And we typically have similar taste in games, so that's kind of why I've been putting it off until I kind of see more about it.
Some just walk right by motor juice stations, but you don't find Go Juice in a shop.
Uh-oh.
You're bruised.
I'm more than bruised. There we go. Just a resource totem here.
Breathe in that swampy air. The
Reality is, if you want to be a
H2O
streamer, you can
outpost.
either be a
Hope you
diversity
don't
gaming
mind
streamer with
getting
regular
everywhere.
games, or you have to pick one MMO like Destiny and stick with it, because that's how you get your audience. Yeah. You're right. It is very hard to go in between. First 15 hours is brutal,
see.
and you can't do a lot. Once you push through, you're able to explore. It's great. Okay. See, part of that is part of the reason why I'm so upset about Outriders. Mainly, I'm upset because they've kind of shit on their own product and ruined what could have been a great experience. But also, the channel had it was kind of nutty. And part of me's really sad that I can't bear to play the game right now. Even that beginning part was fun still to me, because you can explore and the story development really begins then. Okay, so I might enjoy it. Like, how deep is the story? Let's see. Gramophone's up there. I've played, let's see, of course, WoW. I've tried Elder Scrolls. Let's see. There used to be a time where I played everything. I
First,
played
the
Terra
company did
Online.
it, and now the tribes scorched it.
But I have such a bad memory. Trying to remember all these games I played. Almost never streamed them though.
Ah, that wood scrap seems
I'm
like it would
talking
be
like
perfect for your
pre-streaming
plan.
days. Yep, Guild Wars 2 I played. Final Fantasy 14, which I really enjoyed. I've actually contemplated getting back into it casually. 10 out of 10 story, but the factions gear, a plethora of side quests, just exploration is the meat of it. Okay. Sounds like I might enjoy it then. Yeah. I was really big into Final Fantasy 14. I can't remember what came first. Heavensward or Shadowbringer? It was Heavens, wasn't it? It was right before the first big expansion is when I stopped playing. I can't remember the name of the dungeon that you would run, but it was like the crystal shards, and there's like these invasion events going on. I really really enjoyed it. What is this place?
Smirked.
Well, Heaven's Word, Stormblood, then Shadowbringers. Stormblood sounds familiar, but
The nightlife's about.
let's see. Maybe not. But I am a huge fan of Final Fantasy games. My favorite game of all time is Final Fantasy VI. And I threw Chrono Trigger in there because it was one of those games that it was weird for the time, dealing with all the time travel. Black Mage is what I typically mained.
Kaboom!
Like I started playing it when A Realm Reborn came out. Like I played like the demo of it back when it first released, and like most people,
Bang, bang.
I did not like it. And then when A Realm Reborn came out, I really dove headfirst into it. It's still top for DPS. Yeah, Samurai wasn't in the game when I last played. Or I think it may have just come out. I don't remember. Also played Final Fantasy XI, the MMO.
The stars never give enough light.
I mean, honestly, if I was going to get into an MMO or MMO style game, because Destiny isn't really an MMO, but it's kind of in the same vein, I think I would rather get into Final Fantasy than Destiny. Yeah, I mean, 11 was a classic, and it was like back when MMOs were still challenging, like, and punishing for like punishing your deaths. In my opinion, there's never anything to do on Destiny. It's because you've already done it all. I mean, the same can be said for any MMO. There's always going to come a point where you've done everything and you're just doing something on repeat. So that's just the nature of MMOs. It's the repeatable grind. Really is nothing to do. Let's see. We do have something else up here. Yep. Like I remembered, like I can't remember the name of this zone, but it was one of the popular grinding zones, like mid-level in Final Fantasy. And people would just like run trains through it, running through like trains of mobs into leveling groups just to troll them. What are you? You're a monster in a onesie. Hi. Are you friendly? Oh, fuck. There you are. I rolled right into that. I'm a dumbass. I'm a dumbass. When Dallop was a thing. I didn't use Dallop as of like early 2000s. That's when I switched up to cable internet. But wow, no loot on this guy. Rude. Yeah, it looks like there's nothing up there. Ultima Online I played for years.
Found some e-waste. Worthwhile.
Let's see. Tried EverQuest and never got into it. Same for EverQuest too. It never hooked me. EVE Online I've tried. I never got big into like fighting in EVE Online, but I like EVE Online as just like a chill mining simulator. It was very relaxing to me. Grew up in the boonies. Yeah, so did I. That's why I was like, as soon as I found out like my cable provider offered cable internet, I jumped on it. Like I was probably one of the first people in the area that had cable internet. What? Yep, me too. Morning.
Very, very excited about the internet. I'm like, what? Use the phone line. That's neat.
Wife just got up and she was sharing in that memory when we got cable internet. Wait, did we have cable internet in Arizona?
No.
No? It was dial-up?
It was
Hmm. Oh, well, I know that, but I couldn't remember if we had it in Arizona.
No.
It was dial-up then. Right. Right. Yeah, I grew up and lived in a very rural part of South Georgia. And yeah, we were shocked when it became available. I'm going the wrong way. What happens when you get off on tangents and try Fallout? It's down here. Get off on tangents and not pay attention. I'm really bad about tangents.
Easy does it.
All right, we explored that. Although it looks like there's still a monster over there. We missed the monster. Monsters.
1.21 gigawatts.
Love your tangents, but sometimes I want to hear the game music too. Okay, hold on. That'll help. So I don't think I can get the game music any louder than it already is, other than doing what I just did. Master's turned down a little bit.
There's a change in the air.
Well,
Feels like daybreak.
Okay, we'll try that. Oop. God, we have so much money. Sounded like there was a monster around, but yep, there is.
I'm good. Your power now.
See? Rewarding exploration. Yeah, Wi-Fi was a big deal. That was a game changer for a lot of people. It's mostly referring to when you start looking up beaver booty in your browser and stuff. I mean, hold on. We were not looking up beaver booty. We were discussing and explaining how the flavor of the natural flavoring of vanilla is actually the expressed anal glands of a beaver. That way, every time you drink a vanilla Coke, you'll think of me. Yeah. Wasn't there a cave going down in this place? I don't remember. Memory of a goldfish. Or is it over here? Must be over here. Maybe. Yeah, must have been. Wish I could see your face right now, but I'm getting ready for, oh God, I will think of you. Beaver booty. Ah. Guess this is where I needed to go. No, this is where we were. We've already been here. Strange. There wasn't anything to do in here, I don't think. Ooh. A relic quality top mod. Nice. Oh.
The
I think we just
inputters
missed it.
need to be linked to boot the mind monitor. It's mind over matter.
Here we go.
Software over hardware. Success is peace of mind.
This is an ultimate crushing weapon mod. It's a keyboard. Well, I think it's the base, not a mod. Interesting. So you get to make a keyboard into a weapon. Wait. There's, whoop. Wrong button. Wonder how many viewers we lost just now for talking about anal booty. Or anal booty. Beaver booty. Jesus, there's a bunch of you. Alright, let's see if we can pick them all up. Start zapping them. Hamster ball of death.
Took care. Your energy is in.
Whoop. Uh-oh. Jesus Christ. Can be a bitch to aim that sometimes. Level 44. You might end up gaining more once word spreads. Maybe. Never know. The real question is, though, if you are somewhere in the wild, like camping, and you're making coffee over the bonfire, can you grab a beaver and milk its anus for some vanilla goodness? I mean, pause. I mean, there's only one way for you to find out. You're going to have to test that theory and get back to us. It's nature's way of making vanilla coffee, exactly.
It's easy to lose track of time down here. Shot! Bullseye.
Who needs vanilla beans when you can just own a beaver? 100% organic. Pretty sure it's cruelty free too.
Those are the kind of things you need. Embiggening your brain.
Not lurking, but listening. God help you. God help us all. Okay, what else is near here? Ring dinger solved. Flesh tools. Let's go for the flesh tools. You know, since the topic of conversation revolves around the anus right now. Now, if I ever decide to get a beaver as a pet, its name shall be Vanilla Drast. As it should be. I would expect nothing less. I just realized I forgot to put on a nicotine. Fresh nicotine patch. Sitting here wondering, why am I having nicotine cravings so bad right now? Because I forgot to put a fresh patch on. Because I'm an idiot. Sitting here getting a headache. Because I'm a big dummy. What, dear? Memory of a goldfish, that's right. I was expecting a more snarky reply from her. Yes, dear? Too early in the morning. Yeah, I wish I never smoked. Use champ tricks. Yeah.
Always good to have some wood scrap like that.
Yeah, I've tried the medication route. Didn't really work too well for me. The nicotine patch actually does help.
Aren't too many streets like this left. Lots of places to poke around.
When you're done whacking that weed, can I get some of that weed?
Game of life. Yours and everyone else's.
I mean, it doesn't have to be smokable. We can make it edible. Hey, what was that mask? Hold up. Jesus Christ. That is like nightmare fuel.
More raw for your crafting. Scrapalicious.
Some of these masks, Jesus Christ. This game reminds you of Little Big Planet. I've heard some people make that comparison. You little son of a bitch.
Spike!
Interrupting my looting.
Itchy trigger finger.
Pile driver.
Scorchy Dorch.
Every reviewer I saw use that mask you called Nightmare Fuel. I think that's why they gave it such bad reviews. Yeah,
You
maybe.
need to align the knobs so that they match.
This right here is probably one of my biggest complaints about the game, though. Is this the puzzles are far too simplistic. The flush stool.
To drain the flush stool. That's the kind of trouble you really want to wash away.
Somebody flushed a toy.
You're drenched to your skin.
Very dangerous looking toy.
Lit.
It's the Ronin hat, thank you very much. Making fun of me. Chat, my wife is making fun of me. To be fair, it is one of the perks of being married to someone for 20 years. Making fun of your squirrel? No, this is me right now. This is me. I am my squirrel. Or raccoon. Or gerbil. Or whatever the fuck this is supposed to be. You could say I'm nutty.
Oh, that's perfect. Loot.
Okay. Twing twangs.
The world is full of secrets waiting to be uncovered. Nice find.
They do have hooves for feet. That is true. Guess that's where the mutant part comes in, huh? So we're a squirrel, raccoon, goat thing hybrid.
Metal scrap. Great for making tough things. Good work finding a fixer-upper like that. Maybe still savable.
Twing twang.
Need to give the tensioners a matching adjustment.
2 movements. Puzzle solved. Very simple.
That sounds delicious. You're full of pluck.
Too simple. Nice looking grip. I like to think of them as a derpy cousin of Rocket Raccoon. Yeah. What's next? String plunks.
That ruin looks promising. Someone lived there once. You need to harmonize the notes. Music to anyone's ear.
A crushing keyboard. Musical keyboard this time, rather than a computer keyboard. Like, part of me wants to make weapons with these weird parts, just to see what they do. Because I saw a weapon that was like partially made out of a trumpet, and it actually had little toots like a trumpet when you shot.
Fine time to be outside.
So I'm wondering if like the piano keyboard actually plays notes when you hit someone with it. Trumpet shotgun. I still have that part. Like, it's actually like a muzzle.
Moving up in the world. This one's Bang Shelter 6L. Looks like it's still working the way it should.
Only it wasn't yellow. Still have PTSD from constantly wearing mustard yellow gear in Outriders.
At least you're not coming out of this.
What's the backpack?
empty-handed.
I can't remember what it's called. Play Loud. It is very high energy and regen backpack. A little bit of loot chance. Trying to remember where I got it though. As you can see, it's an accordion. It may have been from like a side quest completion. I think so. How do you get it? I do not remember. Let's see. See if there's a guide online somewhere. See, that's the bad thing. I have the memory of a goldfish. Let's see. Okay, it's purchased from a gearware broker. So it must have been in one of the outposts. Yep. Or maybe I got it as a random drop. It says it cannot be crafted, so I don't think any backpack can be crafted, can it? No, it's an accordion. Or are you talking about the ultimate one that lets you levitate? Doom. Hello. Is this the oxygen one? Anti-heat.
That's an odd thing, don't you think?
Too bad we don't need it. We have 100% resist in our current setup.
Everything seems to take longer at night.
What are my thoughts on the game? It's a very fun game that I feel is catered towards those that love exploring a world with a lot of side content to do. So if that's your jam, you likely will enjoy this, because that's open world exploration in a very strange world. What mic do I have? It is the Rode Procaster.
Bolted. Middle-lifed.
That's a big boy. Well, thank you. Yeah, mic audio is probably the thing I spend the most time on. Always making little tweaks here and there.
Right between the eyes.
Oh, picked up a straggler.
Crack attack. Attack hard.
Ah, they're too big for me to pick up. Fine. We'll zap them.
Centuries of decay add up in the sludge around here.
I don't have levitate. I will say the bubble plus key spark, that's worth. Just smaller creatures you can just pick up with the bubble and just shock them while you're inside the bubble.
Glad to see some wood scrap there.
Then you should save the points then.
You found an old bric-a-brac. Might be worth exploring.
It could be interesting. Pairing bubble, key spark with rad wisps. Hold up.
Tag. Isotope. Charge 'em. Stay on target. Microwave.
Yes, we are.
Zap 'em good. X-ray.
Savantra. Why? Why? Why would you do this, Savantra? Thought we were cool, man. Hate you, Savantra. Making me embrace the dark side. I am the dark side. I think people would get that by now. Hate you. Almost as much as I hate yogurt. Wait. Wrong franchise. We ain't found shit. Sorry. The little green bastard Grogu. He's gonna be next. I was carrying around those fish eggs. It's like that annoying
Attention, we are being followed.
coworker that always microwaves fish. Just always smells like fish in here. Why? He steals your cookies. Then I'm coming for you, Obi-Wan, you bearded bastard. Mister, I have the high ground. Me. Son of a bitch. You cut off my arm and both my legs. And left me by that river of lava. I'm going to get you, you bearded son of a bitch. Okay. So those of you who are new to the channel, hi. Welcome to the dark side.
Has heard that you own...
And creepy reading.
Asks you to do the right thing for the sake
Thank
of
you for
your
the follow.
conscience. It's sad to see you're staying on this road to ruin and that you're so determined.
Find out all the inner drama of the Jedi break room. The Jedi break room is just nothing but their broken bones and shattered dreams now. Any more to explore here? Gotta be, right? Yeah. Stuff we still haven't found here. Hey, there we go. Tribe grip. I gotta say, these tribal grips and handles just look pretty good.
Nice. Metal scrap. You can always use that.
Always check the toilet. We found the feels on the toilet. Dude took it? Well, he died, so...
The swamp is dripping damp in places.
Also, that's the first time the youngest spawn has seen you to embrace the dark side. And boy, did you shoot a look when you did I am the dark side. Yeah, that is kind of like my, hey, this is my dad voice kind of voice. Wonder, was it a response to the voice or what I was saying? Yep, they're planning to add difficulty, and they've mentioned also a hardcore mode, which could be interesting. Single life is all you get. What was funny? Even more funny, she listened for about 2 seconds, shrugged, and went back to coloring. Yeah, that's gonna be the kid that kills me. No, the game's already been ready. I think the game is great the way it is. I just love the fact that they're going to add more to it. I've encountered minimal bugs. Hardcore, yeah.
Oh, that's rare.
Devs mentioned in a post that they were going to be looking into adding hardcore to this. Okay. See if there's anything over here before we jump over. Have had the auto tracking rocks happen once or twice. It's not a common enough thing to where it's a big issue for me.
The right time is the right time to start your day.
We're missing one piece of loot somewhere. One superb loot. There it is. Another diver's helm. Yeah, we learned last night that you cannot scrap diver's helms for some reason. Yeah, it is easy. The game is way too easy. That's my second biggest complaint to the game, is that the difficulty is not hard.
Attention, we are being followed. Shall I dispatch the welcoming drones?
Superman, thank you for the follow. It's not a big issue, but again, it only takes one death. And if that death is due to the game not acting right, then we're punishing the player due to no fault of their own. Yeah, true. Yeah, like right now, it's not a big issue. True. But for hardcore, you're right. That should be ironed out before hardcore is implemented in it. You're right.
So stretchy.
Yep. Harder mode is coming. Yep. Yeah, I probably wouldn't do hardcore playthrough myself. Hardcore is typically not my style.
Move the
Like the
arm
one
to
and
make
done.
The needle fit the groove. Give it another try.
But harder difficulties, definitely. I do.
Some melodiscs just cheap ops to emotion you. This one hums
Yeah,
about a Leeds
oh man,
discovery
I meant to look at
a
that.
footprint from here.
Inventory, weapon mods. Yeah, it was that. Spiral Groover. A muzzle with 45 damage to it. Jesus. Yeah, I'm hoping we get a DLC as well. Yeah, I've only had one side quest bug so far that I've noticed. And it's this one. Or this one. I can't get the beast to spawn for to get the key for this old world storage. It's over here. Pebble. Let's go get the upgraded claw bar. Finally.